What's up guys? I just got a seat replacement from Seat Concepts. Super excited about it. I got it and I was kind of a little shocked. I didn't know 100%, but I gotta put this thing together. So this video is gonna be a little longer than what I was thinking it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna go a little something like, what's up guys? But this is gonna take me a little bit longer. So let's get started. So here is the stock seat versus the new seat. The stock seat I'm just changing just because it has this little divot here. Not really a big fan of it. I'm used to the OG Grom seat and the Z125 seat, which is flat. Hence why I got the flat seat. So I really like this style. It's a little bit more grippy here, so that should hold me in there for wheelies. And the foam up underneath is definitely a softer foam than this stuff. First step is I'm gonna have to take out all the staples out of the stock seat, and there's a bunch of them. Okay, so that definitely took a while, but we got it all off. Only missed one staple there. So the cover's off, then you got like this little waterproof plastic stuff. You'll be redoing basically all these steps as well on the new seat. And then you've got the foam itself, which I guess you just pry it off of here. Okay, so basically we're changing out this foam for this. So basically just a flat seat, just kind of what I wanted. Feels a little bit softer, not a bunch, but maybe a little touch softer, more of kind of like a gel versus just a, yeah. So now we'll basically put it together just like the OEM seat was. So we have the new foam, and then we're gonna put that on top of the plastic base itself. But we need to glue it down, so that way it doesn't like, fold or move or anything. So in the instructions it says to get some Super 77 multi-purpose adhesive. So I had some laying around, so I'm just gonna kind of spray this, and then I'm gonna put the base on and let that dry and kind of set up. And they also included like some clear plastic stuff. I guess this is so you don't get overspray. I really don't know, but that's what I'm using it for, so thanks. So now I went ahead and put this on, and that glue was pretty strong, pretty good, so that should hold pretty well. So now they give you this, another little piece of this plastic clear stuff. This should be for the water liner, so we're just gonna kind of put it over decently. Then we're gonna grab our cover, and we're gonna put that over that water liner. And now I'm just gonna flip it over. And then this is just a time-consuming process of stapling the edges. Make sure while you're putting the staples in, make sure you got it tight everywhere, and you might wanna flip it over and make sure there's no wrinkles on this side as well. So it's a couple minutes later, and all I can say, don't buy a Harbor Freight staple gun. This thing isn't strong enough to put the staples into the plastic here. So we're kind of running into an issue where I'll do one for you. So if we take our staple gun and put the staple gun here, I'm pushing with a good amount of force, and it flattens and you just pull it right out. So yeah, Harbor Freight staple gun is not where it's at. I got a buddy that actually has a air compressed staple gun, so we're gonna do that instead probably. I'll give him a call, and I guess it's gonna pick up after I get the seat stapled, so yeah. All right guys, we are back for day 2. So we went to Harbor Freight and picked up a air compressor staple gun. So we're gonna give Harbor Freight one more try. I've already tested it out and it did work, so we're actually going to get it done today. All right guys, I got it all done. Definitely overkilled it with staples. Definitely if you have an air compressor, the Harbor Freight staple gun for an air compressor, definitely a good staple gun. It doesn't have a safety on it, so you can shoot at angles. It holds a good amount of staples, good amount of power. Really, really like that staple gun, but it worked very well, especially since this plastic is so tough. But I overloaded it with staples, if you can see all the staples around, but I figured I'd go ahead and overkill it. But the seat turned out really good. Definitely the spots to start out is the top, pull it towards the back, and then pull the sides down and staple that. And then I took the back off and then re-wrapped it at the very end. I did have a little crease here and here at the back side. I really don't know how to get rid of that. I'm not professional, so I really don't know. But the sides right here look really good, and the front and everything, and I made sure it was centered so it looks really good. Really like the grippiness of it as well. So we're gonna go ahead and throw it on the bike. I'm gonna let you guys know what I think about it. All right, so I just got the seat on. I'm really happy with how it looks. So I first got it on and it was just wiggling a little bit. It's not wiggling now. So I wanna show you guys kind of the trick I did. So it is a little bit harder to get on doing this, but I took a hammer and beat the middle of this bracket here down just a touch. I mean, I barely beat it down. So when it links in to this right here, it's tighter. So it's definitely a little bit harder to get on like this, but in my opinion, it's not too bad. You just kind of line it up, push it down, and then, well, I got it early. Oh, okay, sorry. That was my fault, but it's not too bad to put on, and I recommend it just because it makes this tighter. The seat itself, I like the edges, they're nice and soft, and then the top is nice and grippy. Now, as for the comfort of the seat, I definitely say, I've been sitting on it a little bit, I definitely say that it's like stock right now. It might break in a little bit. It's probably a little bit softer than the stock, but not much. So not a huge comfort increase. I'm thinking that it's gonna break in, like I said though. The biggest difference for me is it's a whole lot more grippy than the stock seat, which I like for wheelies. And the biggest thing is it's taller. So with a stock seat, I would be down here and my handlebars are perfect. But with this seat, I'm just sitting more upright. I'm definitely higher on the bike. So I'm gonna look into getting a handlebar riser here just to make the handlebars a little bit higher, just for wheelies and stuff like that. Especially because one of the main reasons I got this seat is so I could sit back and pop those wheelies off the back of the seat here, and I can't reach the handlebars. As you can see, it's kind of far. So I think handlebar risers would just make it a little bit better for me to do everything, and I might have to just readjust my handlebars. But that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Really, really, really liking this seat. Definitely different. Definitely looks different than anybody else's seat. The comfort of it's decent. The look of it is a whole lot better. Install process is not too bad. Wish I didn't have to do it, but it worked out either way. So see you guys for the next episode.